What is up, guys? It's your boy Chavizi here, and I'm so excited to be doing another San Francisco Giants video. And unfortunately, guys, the Giants dropped Game 2 of their series against the Bronx Bombers by a final score of 6-4. And yeah, so this game, guys, they faced J Happ, a pitcher that they have seen a lot over the years, but a lefty. And the thing with the Giants right now, guys, is that they have been struggling very mightily against left-handed pitching. And unfortunately, the story of that continued today. The Giants were not able to get much of anything going against J Happ. The Giants were missing pitches to hit, pitches that they should do damage with. They weren't doing hardly anything with. I believe the Giants mustered only 5 singles over across like 7 innings. Holland started for the Giants today, and he got into some big trouble. I believe it was in the 5th inning or so. And what happened is the bases were loaded, and he was facing Gary Sanchez. And in Sanchez's first 2 at-bats, Holland struck him out on the inside corner. First at-bat, he struck him out on a breaking ball, inside corner, And then the second at-bat, he threw a fastball and caught him looking. So in his third at-bat, it was a 1-2 count, and Holland got to strike 2 by throwing a pitch on the outside corner. And so in Holland's mind, he's probably thinking, I struck him out inside twice already, I'm going to go inside again. So Sanchez, I think, made the adjustment, looked for a certain pitch, which, in a certain location, inside corner. And so on that pitch, he basically bolted it for a grand slam. And then that put the Giants down 6-0 at that point in the game. And another crazy story was about this series was Cameron Maybin coming into town. As you guys know, Cameron Maybin spent spring training with the Giants, had a very rough spring. The Giants thought, he had a good chance to compete to make the team. And then he ended up starting the year with Cleveland, and then they traded him to the Yankees. So it's just kind of ironic seeing him this weekend. And he wreaked havoc a little bit today and on the base pass. So, it just kind of sucks when former players come back and burn your own. Yeah, it's not a good feeling, So, guys, to go over some of the box score notes, what was it? Tyler Austin, guys, he went 1 for 4. He's hitting .280 on the year. So again, that's back-to-back games now started for Tyler Austin. So that is good for him to continue going. Brandon Bell went 1 for 4. He's got his average .227. And Buster Posey went 2 for 4 today. And Posey, he is starting to find his swing, which is really encouraging for us Giants fans. And when Posey's right, he's going up the middle. He's going with where the pitch is located, where the pitcher's pitching him. So Posey, for him to get hot and find his swing, that is a strong positive to take out of today's game. Probably the strongest positive we can take, because if the Giants are going to compete and get back into this playoff hunt, we're going to need a very strong performance from Buster Posey to help us to get there. Brandon Crawford went 1 for 4. He's hitting .207. So Crawford has kind of struggled of late, but I think he'll be fine. And then so Solarte, he came up clutch in the 9th, guys, with the 3-run bomb to get the Giants on the board. And he's been having some good quality at bats. Had 2 hits today, hitting .235 now on the season. So I like what we're seeing out of Solarte. And it just kind of makes you wonder with Joe Panic. He has struggled, and he had a really good spring, so it's kind of tough to see this kind of happen with Panic. But what is Bochy going to do, whether starting Solarte or Panic? And then also you have to factor Pablo Sandoval, because Sandoval has emerged as one of the best pinch hitters in all of baseball this season. I believe he has the most hits among all pinch hitters, and he's been definitely playing hard to demand a starting role, get his bat in the lineup more. So yeah, guys, that was Solarte's first home run of the season. He had 17 home runs last year, so that we'll have to see how Solarte responds moving forward, getting those power numbers back. And Erik Kratz, the backup catcher, he came out clutch with the home run. And it just seems the Giants have had some really good backup catchers you know, with Nick Hundley the past couple years, and now Erik Kratz. As we know, he came up so clutch in the National League Division Series for the Milwaukee Brewers last year. So I think projecting out way down into the future of the season, if the Giants were in a scenario to make the postseason, you know, having Erik Kratz there, you know, there is going to be really helpful. And so it was awesome to see him get his first home run of the season. Now, the story of the Giants season up to this point has really been that the pitching has been outstanding outside of some shaky starting performances of late, but the bullpen has been the best bullpen in baseball, and today they continued to pad that. Trevor Gott, again, you know, a player the Giants acquired from the Washington Nationals, a guy that I believe he was too inconsistent with his delivery, as it's a very complex delivery for him to repeat his motion. And so when he came over to the Giants, I think working with the Giants coaching staff, I think they were able to help him find a way to repeat his delivery. And so he's throwing 95 miles an hour, and you know, to go with the breaking stuff and all that. And so he's looking really good out there. Pitched 2 innings today and lowered his ERA on the season to 1.80. So really just an awesome find by the Giants and Farhan Zaidi. And then Travis Bergen, a Rule 5 guy the Giants put on their roster. He had a couple really rough outings where he gave up, I think, like 5 or 6 runs or something like that. So he, you know, is going to have to whittle down his ERA. But he came up with 2 shutout innings today, so got his ERA down to 5.40 now. So yeah, it goes to show how high it went up. But, you know, that's strong performance out of him. So yeah, we got to look at the positives. And the Giants came back in the 9th to score 4 runs to make it interesting. They got the Yankees closer in, although he only threw, I think, like 4 pitches to get the last, or 4, I don't know, I think he threw like 8 or 9 pitches, but not a whole lot. But still, the Giants are able to get some pitches out of him. So right now the Giants are, you know, going to be tomorrow, you know, it's going to be really important for them to try to get a win, to salvage a win in the series, because you do not want to get swept at home. So I definitely think the Giants will come out fighting tomorrow, and we're going to be sending Dereck Rodriguez to the hill. So I'm looking forward to seeing Rodriguez pitch against the Yankees for the first time. So it's going to be an awesome game to see, and looking forward to it. So guys, if you liked the video, comment down below. I'd love to hear your opinions. Let me know if you guys have any ideas for me for future videos. You know, gonna continue doing videos for after every game, talking about recapping the game, all the latest news, and what's ahead for the Giants. So I'm excited to be here, you know, doing this with you guys. And for all of you, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll see you again. Let's go Giants.